Please subscribe my YouTube channel and press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another updates from my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to talk about how we are going to deploy our Spring Boot application in Azure. Okay. So before that, I'm going to explain the Azure basics here. Okay. So let me present this presentation, guys. So first of all, you need to create an Azure account, and after that you should understand the Azure basics like app service, resources, resource group, etc. Okay. So basically, if you want to deploy our Spring Boot application on Azure, so basically we need app service plan, and after that app services and resource group. Okay. So you don't know anything, so this Azure basics, don't bother about that. So I'm going to explain what is the app service and what is the app service plan and the resource group here. And so first of all, I would like to discuss about the app service plan here. So in app service, basically coming to the app service, we have couple of apps, web apps, API apps or mobile apps. So an app always runs in a app service plan. So to create an app service, you need an app service plan. So without app service plan, you can't run this app service, guys. Okay. And after that, an app service plan defines a set of compute resources required for a web application to be run. And after that, so basically each app service plan defines region. Okay, so you have to select the region, so either it could be west US or east US, etc. like that. So that is near region. So number of virtual machine instances. Okay, now after that, size of virtual machine instances, either it could be small, medium or large. So pricing type. So in the pricing type, we have different types of options here, guys. So initially you will get the free type, and after that, so you have to go to shared or basics or standard or premium like that. Okay, and after that, app service. So Azure App Service is an HTTP based service for hosting like web applications, REST APIs and mobile backends. Okay, so it will use a platform as a service, guys, basically. So if you're talking about the cloud environment, there are two things we need to be remember always. One is infrastructure as a service, and after that platform as a service. So coming to the infrastructure as a service, so as a user, so you should be manage that environment. Okay, so coming to the platform as a service, so it is fully managed environment, guys. So you should not bother about how it's going to be managed, because it is fully managed environment by Azure. So that is the reason app service will use platform as a service. And after that, it's going to be support programming languages like .NET, Java, Ruby, Python or etc. like that. And so coming to the app service key features, we have couple of key features here. Okay, so multiple languages and the frameworks manage the production environment, and after that containerization, the Docker, DevOps optimization, so security and compliance and the application templates, Visual Studio Code integration, and after that API and mobile features like that, serverless code. So these are the service key features, guys. So you can just go through that. So if you have any doubts, so please let me in the comment section. And after that, so resource group. Okay, so first of all, what is resource group? So basically, resource group contains the resources required to successfully deploy virtual machine in the Azure. Okay, a container that holds related a resource for an Azure solution, guys. So Azure resource groups are logically collection of virtual machines, storage accounts, virtual networks, web applications like databases. Okay, so you have to create the resource group. Okay, so the resources are either it could be virtual machines or storage accounts like that. So you have to attach this resource group to these resources. Okay, and so it's going to be managed, guys. And after that, deploy the web application to the Azure. So basically, how you are going to deploy your web application into the Azure is, so we have a couple of options here. So first of all, manually you can create your app services and resource group, and you can deploy by using FTP like that. So if you are using Maven, so you can go to the Maven plugin as well. So if you are using Eclipse, so you can use the Eclipse plugin to deploy your web application into the Azure, guys. And so if you are using IntelliJ IDE, so you can use the IntelliJ plugin as well. And after that, we have a GitHub Actions and Bitbucket. So these are a couple of options to deploy your Spring Boot application on Azure. Okay, but here I'm going to explain first 4 options how we are going to deploy our web application into the Azure, guys. Okay, so that's it. So let's see practically. so let's open our Azure account. Okay, so portal.azure.com. So you can log in with your email ID. So if you don't have your Azure account, just create it. So basically like it's going to provide like few months for free. It's login successfully. So here you will see like all the resources, guys, that is Azure services. We have like create a resource groups, all resources. Okay, and app service plans and app services, app configurations, okay, cost management, like that. And after that, so basically like we need to create the resource group first. So click on the resource group and create a resource group. Okay, so as we discussed, basically we need a some subscription, and after that we need to provide the resource group name here. Okay, so I'm going to give the resource group name as RG Spring 1. Okay, and after that we have to select the region. So I just selected this East US and review and create, guys. Create. So resource group is created. So go to Microsoft Azure again, and we need to create app service plan as well. So click on that and create app service plan here. So here you will see the subscription, the resource group name. So I'm just giving the resource group that I have created now. Okay, so it does not exist. By clicking on the create new, so you will create that resource group newly. And after that we need to provide the app service plan details here. Okay, so let's app service plan. Okay, I just give ASP demo here, and the operating system is Linux, and so I'm just giving East US because the East US I have given into while creating like a resource group. Okay, so here you will see like SKU size. Okay, that is free F1, so this is free type. That is the reason is by default choose that one. So review and create. Okay, click on create. So it's going to take a couple of seconds to create that. So you will see the status submitting the deployment here. Okay, deployment is in progress. And after that, once it is created, basically we need to create one web app. Let's create this app service. Okay, so click on web service here. So create app service. So you will see the details here like subscription details and the resource group details. So we just create the resource group. So just took that resource group here. Okay, so or else like you can create new one from here itself. Okay, just provide some name and click on OK. And after that, instance details. So we need to provide some name here. Okay, Spring Azure demo, some number here, and just whatever the code you have. So you are going to publish your code, or like you are going to create a Docker container. So I'm just going to deploy my code, not Docker container. Okay, and after that, runtime stack. So you will see like all the languages here, like multiple programming languages. So whatever that language you are using, you can choose here. So we have a Java. I'm going to use the Java 11 here. Okay, and after that, so we have a Java web server stack here. Okay, so if you are using like jar or var, so if you are using Spring Boot jar, so you can use Java SC embedded web server. Okay, but I'm going to deploy the var file. Okay, so let's take Tomcat 8.5, and the operating system I'm going to take as Linux here, and after that region. So I'm going to take it as East US because for the resource group I just choose this East US here, and the app service plan here, and we have a ASP demo. So just we have created, right? So just take that one and let's click on review and create here. Okay, so you will see all the details here, whatever that details you have selected here. And after that, in the tags information I forgot to tell you, so you can just take environment name here. So I'm going to take as dev environment here. Okay, review and create, and click on create. Okay, it's going to take like couple of seconds to create our this web app, guys. So in the meantime, I'm going to explain how to create our Spring Boot application. Okay, so open Spring Initializer, open that, and so provide some details. So here I'm going to take as a group ID as Azure, okay, and I'm going to take as Spring Azure demo, and we need one dependency, that is web dependency, Spring web dependency, and after that I'm going to create as a var file. So just choose this one and click on generate, and you can import into your project into your ID. So I already imported this project into my ID to save the time, guys, and let's create one controller here. So I'm going to create one package controller, welcome controller here. Okay, let's annotate with the rest controller, and let's add one method. Open our terminal. Okay, so I'm just generating the var file here, so let's wait for that. And so in the meantime, so let's see our deployment is created or not. So your deployment is complete here. Okay, just click on go to resource. So you will find all the details here. Okay, so the resource group name, and after that the status it's running, and after that location and the subscription details and all those information. So this is the URL, guys, and go to deployment center. So here we will have like different types of source information. Okay, so either you can use the GitHub Bitbucket or local Git, okay, to deploy your var file into Azure, but I'm going to use the FTP credentials. So you'll find the FTP credentials here. So this is the endpoint and the username and the password. Okay, so if you don't want to use this FTP username and the password, if you want to use your own credentials, you can provide your username and the password here. Okay, that is user scope. So then you will see your username and the password. Here, so if you observe here, so this is my username and this is my host name. So let's copy this and open FileZilla. Basically, to upload your var file, we will use the FileZilla, guys. Okay, let's paste our host name and copy your username here, and paste your username and the password that you have provided in the FTP. So just provide your password here, click on Quick Connect. Okay, okay, let's okay, so now you will see, so we are successfully connected to this FTP server, and you will see some folder structure here. So go to site. So we have deployments in the repository and the www root. This is the root folder, guys. So inside that root we have to upload our var file. Okay, so this is our var file. So basically there should be a web apps directory, so that doesn't exist. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create web apps directory, open web apps directory, and let's upload this file, guys. Okay, it's uploaded successfully. Again, what you need to do is you have to rename this var file, guys. Okay, so I'm going to rename as root.var. Okay, and that's it. Refresh this and come to your web app here, and what you need to do is you have to stop your web app and you can start again. So let's click on start. Okay, successfully started the web app, guys. So here you will find the URL of this web app. So click on this URL. Let's wait for that. Okay, guys, so it's open now. So this is our endpoint, right? So let's add your endpoint name. So welcome. Let's click on that. See now, so we are able to see our output welcome to Azure that we have provided in our endpoint, right? It's matched. Okay, it's working fine, guys. Okay, thanks for watching.